What's up gamers and hello YouTube. Today is a slightly different video than normal because I'm gonna be breaking down one of my high Kill Rebirth games. Like telling you how I move, why I move, where I look, and just making it easier for you guys to emulate my process in getting those high kill games. I'm pretty sure most of you can actually do it, because most people that watch these kind of videos are above average players. They win more gunfights than they lose. So I'm just gonna try and help you guys emulate my process and what's been working for me. I actually almost broke my PR in this game. Like, it took me a while to figure out how easy this lobby was for me and how good everything was lining up for me. And I should have realized a little bit earlier. Then I would have totally broke my record. I'm certain of it. But yeah, without further ado, let's hop into the video and let's break it down. Okay, here we go, guys. As you can see, I'll be landing at prison because prison is usually either really hot so you can get a lot of kills off rip, or you're gonna find a lot of cash and you can use that cash to buy at grandma's, the little buildings at headquarters. And if you get your loadout there, you can zoom to whatever part of the map is like really contested, and that's the easiest way to go for high kill games in my opinion. Like landing there, it's not crazy hot like control center, because control center can get really awkward with like different levels and people landing back in on you, the helicopter and all that. And yeah, prison for me is perfect for that aspect of like chasing high kill games. I usually land lower because I want to get the money, a decent gun, and then go into the action. But I saw that nobody was gonna go here, and as I said earlier, I didn't realize that this was going to be a potential PR breaking lobby. So I'm out here like throwing trip mines down, trying to shoot somebody out of the air, trying to shoot the helicopter. I was kind of trolling around. Wasn't really focused on the bounty or like anything else. Not even focused on looting for loadout. Because I was playing the game with my high school friends, so we were just like vibing out, having fun. But you'll see me switch that switch in a second. My teammates are gonna buy loadout, which makes me troll around a little more by placing the claymore. I never pick up claymores, so this is a weird one. I don't know if you guys could hear it, like a few seconds ago. Let me turn up the sound. So I don't know if you guys could hear it, but you can hear a faint breaking of the windows, so this is making me want to watch what's going on there. I see that guy. Easy down because he was already hurt, which makes me think there are two teams there. His teammate came to res. Then I see the other guy I prone out so that he can't see me anymore because of the radiator. I jump down because there's no fall damage. You could see the other guy that was landing in the window. Oh, he's above the stairs, and I know that. Damn. I made a little mistake there. Right here. You can see the MP40 and the MG42. I should have picked up the MP40. I didn't see it at the moment. I was like looking for a decent SMG. That was the gun I needed to pick up, because now I'm walking around with a sniper and an LMG that's really slow. Swap out for the MP40 that I see over there. I knew that guy was like watching the stairs, so come on behind. If you down somebody in Rebirth, most of you probably already know, you get pings on the map. I see this ping like slowly walking towards the window, so I know I can't hit the jump spot over there. I have to go back in. I break the door so that he can actually hear the audio cue and may like watch the window even more. He does. I skip around the claymore, which is lucky. An easy beam in the back. I saw the door open there. So let's watch it again. Right there. You see the doors open. I saw somebody walk in. I check again. Doors closed. So it makes me think that they're like over here and they want to be staying there because they are fighting another team or whatever. for some reason they need this door to be closed so they can stay there. So I'm hitting this glide, making sure the parachute makes as little noise as possible. And as I jump in, I do something really important. Okay, let's watch it again.
Holy shit.
Okay, right here. I can see there are 2 people over there. And this guy is my direct threat. Because this guy is actually watching me. He can see me, he can shoot me. And the other guy is not as much as a threat. It's kind of tough to see with the lighting. So I down him first. I see the other guy has an RPG, so he's gonna swap his gun. So he's gonna be out of this fight for a second. Down that guy. And as I down that guy, I can see this guy is pushing back up. He swapped his gun. So I'm doing something really deliberate here. I'm gonna slide in, finish those 2 kills because they are both self-resing immediately. And this guy won't see me because I'm sliding. Like, as soon as you hit your slide, you're going to be lower than when you're crouch walking. So if you're crouch walking, you can actually see the tip of your head come out. If you slide, you're going to be a little bit lower. And I'm going to abuse that fact, and you'll see how I use the slide to actually get this team wipe really easily. Jump out, bunny hop, finish him. He was focused on my teammate that didn't slide. As I wipe this team, I notice that there's a C4 lower. And I'm gonna call it out to my teammate. Yo, there's a C4 lower. There might be another team. Just in a moment. There's nog een team here. So I called out another team here. It could be, I could be wrong because the C4 disappeared. But I still want my team to be, like, careful. Pop the UAV. And as I pop it and throw the loadout, you can see where the cluster is. There's a whole team there. And as I pop the loadout, I would call out that they are pushing me. Or might be pushing me. I tell them he's going inside so that my teammates won't go for the loadout. So they know there's actually somebody in here. And we need to take care of him first. He gets shot. Shimmy. Hit him enough times to make this an easy wipe or easy down. This guy calls out with a lot of urgency that I'm cracked, that I don't have any plates. So now I know these 2 teammates that are on the pings are going to full send me because I'm just one guy. I'm low on plates. I just got my loadout. My other teammates might be going for the loadout, or they might be not even close. So I know these 2 guys want the team wipe as fast as possible, so they're gonna come for me. I called it out to my teammate so that they can stay close to me. They're really unlucky because his name is right above his head, which makes me not react for a second. I down him. Again, somebody comes up behind my teammate, making me not expect it. So we got those 2 guys downed. I finished off. I spot this guy in the corner of my eye. Get really lucky with the incendiary rounds. I self-res immediately, because if I'm the first one to self-res, I can like throw knife him and make him like die out. Because if I wait a second and he's first, I'm gonna lose that fight, even if I down him first. So it's really important to like immediately go for a self-res in such a moment. Like, don't linger on, don't wait, just go for it. If you can't get your self-res off, bleed out. Because then you'll be getting back into the game faster, instead of like laying there down, waiting for your teammate to come, and they might use you as bait, so your teammate might be walking into a trap. It's usually better to either self-res immediately and get it off, or bleed out. Like, don't waste your teammates' time, don't waste your own time. Get back into the game as fast as possible. That's usually what you need to do, especially if you want to go for high kill games. I res, I kill him. I see 2 pings, and I hear my teammates fighting. I wasn't sure if the one guy was still on the catwalk, so that's why I'm running up now. But as I run up, I notice that the arrows below the dots are saying that they lower than me. So I go back. because I have time to plate up and move towards the fight. Finish this guy off. Unlucky team wipe. You usually want to have them come back at least once or twice. Because especially if they're coming back in Rebirth, they're coming back with a pistol at the beginning. So it's an easy beam in the sky, or you can snipe them out of the sky. And like if they land, you can kill them before they even get plated up or get a decent gun. So you kind of want to avoid team wiping too fast, especially in the beginning of the game. As you go on, you might want to get at least the decent players out. If you notice that some players are holding hands, like let's say they're all in headquarters, they're all in one building with trip mines, claymores. That's a team you need to call out to your teammates like, yo, let's push these guys together and get them out of the game, because they're going to be so annoying later on if you're going to go for the 20 or for the 20 plus. Pop a UAV. I buy some extra plates because I was running low. Didn't really need to do that. There were enough like plates on the ground. See the guy flying in, beam him. Couldn't get it down. Really lucky timing, because that guy could have just meleeed me and killed me. I got lucky there. I asked my teammate to turn on his UAV because I know there are a lot of people here. A lot of people landing back always. And I want to make sure that I don't die to somebody sitting in a corner or somebody being at a spot where I don't know where they are. I see there's a ping lower than me. I shoot his body because I got confused. Get this guy. I'm absolutely oblivious. It's really important to have map knowledge in this game. Like, in Caldera it's important, but on Rebirth it's even more important. Like, there are so many hop-up spots, there are so many line of sights. It's really important to know where you are. Let's break this one down. I crack him, couldn't get the shots to line up, and I finish him here. I shouldn't have done it. I should have used my throwing knife, because I know there are multiple people here. I should have been more careful about my ammo. But as I down him, I notice there's one guy up, so I don't want to stay here because he is going to full send here and hold me on the stairs. And then as I rock away, I try to reload, and that's when I notice this guy is on my elevation and he's going to come inside this door over here. So what do? I run into cover as far as possible, like towards him as well, so he can't get a line of sight on anymore. And he's gonna look at that corner. I jump out with my kilo, and this is also really important. I miss a couple of shots, and then I let go of my L2, recenter, and I get the kill. That's one of the most important things to learn to control, is to let go of your L2 sometimes. We're also always so focused on like shooting and like aiming that we sometimes forget that our aim can be off, and we can like let go of L2, go into an hip fire and reacquire our target and then L2 again, so that we actually have a better chance of winning the gunfight. Especially with SMGs, this is such a clutch way to win gunfights, because a lot of people just don't. A lot of people will miss and try to adjust their aim when ADS, and while you're ADSing, your aim is slower. So it's important to let go of your L2 sometimes. It's something I struggle with to this date, but I did it well in this clip and it paid off for me. I let that guy go because I know he's gonna be either on top of the roof or my teammates are gonna get him. He jumps out because my teammates went for the roof, both of them. And I missed a lot of shots there, which is unfortunate. I asked my teammates to rest me quickly because I know there are people in like the iron tents and like the tents area, so I want to be rested as quickly as possible because usually they push in at the worst time. There was somebody who was going to land on our roof, so I checked that real quick.
Top. Waar? Ladder is dat, Sander. Dat is een...
So my teammate calls out, they're at the stairs. And I run down and look at the stairs, don't see anything. And then I realize, oh, he means the ladder. Really unfortunate, really annoying. My teammate usually does this. For some reason, his comms are always unclear. So, good note to have. Have clear comms. Be really specific about what you're saying.
Ladder. Dat is een ladder.
I get this guy, see the ping of somebody flying in, going towards, what's it called? Security area. Hit a couple of shots so I know where he is. See, he's getting a loadout over there. And I should have checked my ammo. I have 16 bullets in my AR. I could have reloaded before I was like engaging in this fight. I didn't, and that's actually a dumb move. Because if I was in a better lobby against better players, I would have died right here. Miss a couple of shots, and then I'm out of bullets. I have to stim. The stims are so clutch, man. Whoever gave them this amazing buff is like goated for this. It's amazing. Look at this. I wanted to go back to my teammates, but I'm getting shot in my back now from like the half wall area near the tents. So there's no way for me to go back now. My teammates die out. And I'm on 16 kills now, so now I have to be really smart. Like, do I push into security area where I've already spotted a couple of players? Or do I go back and risk getting killed by people in security and people at living? And I'm kind of in between here, and you'll see me like struggle with what I'm supposed to do here. I try to check the half wall area one more time, and as I do, I see this guy flying in. Since I'm already at 16, I'm getting hungry. Like, I want to finish all my kills. I see there are just 2 people in security, so I'm gonna rotate around.
Omdat je fucking ladder zegt, terwijl je...
I'm still pissed about the ladder thing. And I get up here, some high ground. See this guy, beam him. For some reason he ego chills. Really dumb idea.
Zou daar nog eentje
An
moeten zijn?
easy,
Hij rent er nu naartoe.
Ja, rechts.
easy down. I see the other guy sprinting at him to res him. So I make sure that I get there in time.
What?
Because a lot of people still don't know about the stim buff. So they don't expect you to be
Noem mij een
that
loadout,
quick.
bitches.
They don't expect you to actually move that fast. So it's an easy kill all the time.
Ja.
Guy was really upset about me having a loadout, called me a loadout bitch. I was like, how am I the bitch here? You're sitting in the corner. Kind of weird vibes. But that's another story.
Like, what the fuck, man? Je loopt
I'm
te
trying
campen
to
in een
scan
fucking
the
loadout.
half
Heb je best
wall.
wel een loadout, hè?
Don't see anybody. Try to beam that guy. And this is where my loadout really let me down. I swapped out the commando foregrip, which helps with horizontal and like vertical recoil. And I swapped it out for a tech laser. In hindsight, the benefit of the tech laser isn't that big. I would prefer the commando foregrip, to be honest. You can still run it without, it's just you have to control the recoil a little bit more, which isn't crazy because this is still COD. You can also swap out the tech laser or commando foregrip for sleight of hand, which might be my favorite option now. Either commando foregrip or sleight of hand, in my opinion.
Maar iedereen heeft een gratis loadout gehad. Als je het nou aan het begin had, dan snap ik het.
See this guy, easy beams because the kilo is insane.
Iemand landt daar.
See a guy landing in, called it out.
Het gebouwtje.
Hoeveel?
My teammate also calls it out and he says, people behind you. And I was like, how much? How many?
Op het gebouw 1.
And they call out that it's just one on top of the building.
Dan doe ik een airstrike erop.
My teammate is clustering it, so I'm standing here in the corner, making sure I have the whole building inside, so I can see him jump out if he is going to jump out on my side. Attack him up. I miss a lot of shots there. I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't kill him immediately. But in the end, it will work out, as you will see here.
Niks bij de...
This scared the shit out of me. A random RPG. I swap out to the kilo because my MP40 didn't have enough
Eentje is
bullets.
inderdaad bij de helipad in de buurt. Hij is nu hier.
I call out that guy.
Ja, hij schiet op
Mark
mij.
it on the map so it's easier for my teammates to know where he
Op
is.
het dak of?
Nee.
He apparently isn't on the roof, so
Gele ping, die
I'm just gonna leave him. I don't like to
Want even
work
de-
my way up to him because that's like a really awkward line of sight, and
Naast ons?
for some reason this guy snuck up on us.
Ja, sorry.
Maakt niet uit.
Maar even vermoorden.
Mensen landen bij de SUV bij.
I see people jumping out of Big Green, and I tell them they're landing at the SUV. I pick up the dead silence. Because as soon as I saw the dead silence, I knew what I was gonna do. I was gonna try and rotate towards the gas with the gas on my back and try to rotate in behind them. Because that's usually something people don't expect. Like if you're coming from the half wall, like Big Green, you're not going to be expecting anybody behind you because you already cleared that area. So you're focused on what's in front of you. So me rotating behind them is kind of a surprise move. And it almost worked out perfectly until, I think you'll see it in a second. I check left, don't see anybody. I see this guy, I pause for a second and then take my first shot. Because I wanted to see if the other teammates were going to come out as well. Because usually if there are multiple, it's easier to like distract them and get them flustered to take the easy kills. I down this guy, couldn't finish him, get shot, I move over to bigger cover.
Fuck off.
I almost get down there. I started to play up. I have a gas mask. I get thermited, which is really awkward. And now I couldn't play it up. Gas mask is about to break. Pop my dead silence. Come in behind him.
Nice.
Get the team wipe.
Nog één. Meer dan één.
And
Twee.
we lose the game due to a team rotating behind us. We knew there was one guy at least there. I didn't check if the redeployment was like cancelled already. And apparently it wasn't. And the most unfortunate thing ever happened. My teammate went to buy a UAV, got stuck on the loadout or got stuck on the buy station. And if you're stuck on the buy station, I don't know if you guys have experienced this. You can't move, you can't hear, you can't talk to your teammates. So in-game chat is disabled when you're stuck on a buy station. And it wasn't until we were fighting the last or the second to last team that my teammate got his comms back, and then it was already too late. So yeah, really unfortunate. We didn't know that there were so many people there with loadouts and we got killed because of it. But yeah, that's how you push for high kill games. Basically, you just full send everything. Try to like keep one or two teams alive just so you can like farm them, get more kills out of them. But as soon as they're sweaty or they're holding hands, you want to wipe them and you want to make really clear comms about that intention of wiping that team. And other than that, it's just full sending, man. And if you want to get better at Warzone, I recommend playing Rebirth and splitting up from your team as often as possible. Because if you're splitting off, you're getting into heavier gunfights and more gunfights as well. Because on Caldera, you can run 20 minutes without encountering a single fight. So that's really, really neat about a Rebirth. The other neat thing is, as soon as you fight a team, you die to a team, you might think to yourself, okay, these guys are really good at movement, so I need to be better at my tracking and improve on my tracking when I'm fighting them. And then you can put it into practice as well. Or maybe they're really good at like shooting, they have an insane laser on you, and you can improve on your movement in the next fight against them. And that way of playing will help you out a lot, and I hope you learned something from this video. If you have, please drop a like, it would help me out a lot, and I'll catch you guys next time. Oh, and before I forget, I also stream on Twitch, so if you want to see this live, I'm gonna review gameplay live, I'm gonna spectate randoms, I'm playing in tourneys as well. I'm playing a lot of C League tourneys. I actually made $50 last month from just C League tourneys alone, which is amazing because it's free to enter. So if you haven't already, check out C League as well. I'm not sponsored or anything, it's just something I'm really passionate about, and I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers!